Yeah, so I just want to ask you, like, how is this like experience going for you? During this whole coronavirus thing.
I think we're very lucky over here at the moment because it hasn't affected us as much as it has affected you guys over there in the States.
Yeah.
Um, I think I'm not sure what you guys have got put in place, but we've sort of gone into lockdown at the moment. I think all the pubs are shut, or the gyms are shut, or the library, everything's shut at the moment, except for essential services. So supermarkets are open, that kind of thing. But me personally, work-wise, everything's still the same.
Okay.
It's just more the social side of things. Everything's just been stopped,
Yeah.
and I guess it's something to get used to.
Yeah, for sure. Like, so are you still in Perth, or like what part of Australia you in?
Yeah, so I still live in Perth at the moment. It's I think it's about 30 degrees over here today, and everyone's at the beach because there's nothing else for anyone to do. So they're actually talking about shutting the beaches over the school holidays, which have just started.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so that'll be interesting because I think everyone's sort of going a little bit stir crazy, stuck at home doing absolutely nothing.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. We can't even leave the house now. Like, we're like on this kind of lockdown too, where it's weird. We can't leave unless it's like necessary type thing. But yeah, it's crazy. So like, how do you think this is gonna like affect like the future? You know what I'm saying? Like how things are gonna go.
Um, I think it's gonna definitely take a long time for everyone to recover from this.
Yeah.
I know personally, like this has particularly hit me hard because I mean, we've had Ebola before, we've had swine flu, we've had bird flu, but it's never impacted our day to day living. I think there were border restrictions put in place, but it was nothing that every single person, almost in the world, has felt the effect of.
Yeah.
Um, and I think it's just a big adjustment. If anything, I think it's actually an eye opener for a lot of people in terms of how we respond to a pandemic, how we react to it, and actually how serious it is. Because, like I said, I think in Australia we've only had about 6,000 confirmed cases,
Okay.
so everyone's still very relaxed about it. People are still going out, even though we're told not to. People are still a bit relaxed, but as the numbers creep up, and I know looking at the US, I think there was about 300,000 cases or something.
Yeah.
So compared to you guys, we're very lucky, but I think it means people are still only just now understanding it.
Mhm.
And I just think in terms of, because a lot of people over here have lost jobs, which have never happened before.
Mhm.
Um, there's a lot of unemployment. There's a huge strain on our social welfare system. So that's going to take a long even if this is sort of ended in 6 months, those effects in terms of the economy, in terms of jobs, in terms of those kind of things, that's going to take a long time to recover from.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's crazy. Like, yeah. So
I
yeah.
I was gonna say it actually took me a long time to get my head around it. When I first heard about it, I sort of didn't believe it in a sense. And
Yeah.
it was only when I started going to the shops and everything was sold out on the shelves and bars and pubs and schools started shutting down that it actually hit me then that this is quite serious and it is something that's going to take a long time for us to sort of get over, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, it's crazy. Like, that's good. You guys don't have like a lot of cases. You know what I'm saying? Because ours is scary over here. Like, so
It is. And like, I think for us, especially sort of our, geographical location, we have been able to sort of contain it quite well.
yeah,
Um, but for somewhere like the United States, that's massive. That's
yeah,
absolutely massive for you guys.
yeah. So like, I know like sports is a big thing in Australia too. Like, how's that been? Like, they shut down all the.
Everything has been put on hold. Everything stopped, or sports have stopped everything. So we don't even have that at the moment, which is it's disheartening. And I mean, a lot of us are upset. A lot of us are annoyed. Everyone's lives been put on hold. But I guess at the end of the day, it's worth shutting everything down to get this under control because, like I said, a lot of us have never lived through something like this before.
Mhm. Yeah. Exactly.
Like I said, I'm going a bit stir crazy, locked up in the house, but
Yeah.
ah,
Yeah, I wanted to ask you that. Like, how's that going? Like, is it killing you, or are you finding new things to do?
it is killing me. It's hard because I've been on leave from work as well because I actually had a cruise booked, which which yeah, I mean it got cancelled, for certain reasons, which isn't a problem. But I've been on leave for about 3 weeks now, and I've literally been stuck in the house for 3 weeks. I think we're allowed to sort of go outside for exercise, but
Okay.
even that, it's an hour at a time. Go for your walk, go for your run, and come back home. So I
Mhm.
think trying to keep myself busy, but
Yeah.
I think I'm back at work next week, so that'll sort of break it up a bit.
Okay. Okay. Hey. All right. I think that was all my questions. Unless you wanna have anything else you wanna share.
No, just like I said, I think in Australia we're really lucky compared to you guys at the moment.
Yeah.
Um, it's I still can't get my head around the number of cases you guys have over there and the number of fatalities.
Yeah.
And I think as well being in WA, because a lot of our confirmed cases were in New South Wales. I think they had about 2,500 cases. We only had I think about 500. So
Oh yeah.
over here where we haven't felt the effects as much. I personally I don't know anyone that's been diagnosed with it. I don't know. So, and again, I think that's why people are very relaxed about it over
Yeah.
here. But like I said, we've just started school holidays, and I think they're going to get rid about shutting down all public spaces, shutting the beaches down, which I think is a fantastic idea because the longer this lingers, the longer the effects are going to be felt afterwards.
Mhm.
Um, So yeah, to be honest, I'm just looking forward to going back to work just to get into a bit more of a routine and actually get out of the house. So
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
No, I feel you. All right. Well, thank you for sharing your story. I really appreciate it.
That's all right. Like I said, I think I'm one of the lucky ones. I haven't lost my job. I haven't lost my house or my business or anything. So
Yeah.
I'm just really fortunate, and going through this is something that a lot of things now I don't take for granted.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
That's real.
but I think we all just can't wait for everything to eventually go back to normal and for life to move on.
Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm sorry your cruise got canceled. I know you like to travel, so
Again, we all feel bad because birthdays have been cancelled, holidays have been cancelled, but then we feel bad for feeling bad about things like that
yeah.
because we're all going through it together, and we can book a holiday next year. We can, it's not the end of the world. Again, it's just something none of us have been through before, and it's just adjusting to everything.
True. Very true. All right. Well, thank you. I appreciate it again.
Anytime, anytime.